Today we are taking a look at Homura Akemi from Puella Magi Madoka Magica the movie, Walpurgisnacht Rising. This is a prize figure of her new magical girl outfit by Banpresto. Puella Magi Madoka Magica is a dark fantasy series built around magical girls, wishes, and the consequences connected to their choices. Within that story, Homura is one of the central characters, known for her reserved presence, her determination, and her close connection to the events surrounding Madoka. That quiet intensity gives her a very distinct position in the series. Today's highlights for this figure are the dynamic movement of the flowing hair, the complete recreation of the new magical girl outfit, and the detail of the soul gem on her hand. The first highlight is the dynamic movement of the flowing hair. The long locks separate across the back, with some falling downward and others spreading far outward before curving at the tips. The thick section crossing the front of the face moves in another direction, connecting the movement around the head with the wider flow behind the body. The second highlight is the complete recreation of the new magical girl outfit. The black collar, purple ribbon, gold chest ornament, white bodice, feather decorations, pale purple skirt, white frill, and long back ribbon remain clearly separated as individual parts. The repeating diamond line on the leg continues the purple detailing into the lower body and keeps the entire outfit connected from the head to the feet. The third highlight is the detail of the soul gem on her hand. A deep pink diamond is placed at the center inside a dark border, while two thin lines extend upward, spread outward, and curl inward at their ends. Its raised placement follows the surface of the hand and gives the lowered arm a small but clearly defined focal point. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face is tilted slightly upward, and the purple eyes are directed toward the viewer. The upper eyelids sit low over the eyes, while the short mouth line remains gently restrained, giving the expression a quiet and composed mood. Inside each eye, lighter and darker purple areas are clearly separated, with fine diagonal lines placed toward the lower section and white highlights near the top. Thin pink lines appear across both cheeks, adding a soft accent around the calm expression. The raised hand reaches the lower edge of the chin, and the bent fingers connect naturally with the angle of the face. The bangs are divided into several pointed sections that fall across the forehead and frame the eyes. Longer side sections pass beside the cheeks, with one thick lock crossing in front of the neck and chest, while another turns outward away from the face. A pale purple headband follows the rounded top of the head, with small angular fittings placed along it. Two narrow pale purple strips also descend beside the hair near the ear, creating a clear color break against the black hair. At the back, the long hair separates into many large locks. Some fall closer to the back, while others spread far outward before curving at the tips. The spaces between the locks keep the individual sections easy to follow, and their different directions prevent the hair from becoming one flat mass. From the thick front lock crossing the face to the wide sweep behind the body, the hairstyle carries a strong and continuous sense of movement. A black collar wraps around the neck and forms the upper edge of the outfit. At the front, a purple ribbon is tied over it, and a gold ornament hangs vertically from the center. Small, rounded gold sections lead down to a large open ring, followed by a pink diamond-shaped piece framed in gold. The two long ends of the ribbon fall on either side of this ornament and rest over the white bodice. The white bodice leaves the shoulders open and is bordered by black trim along the neckline and outer edges. A center line runs down the front, while the lower edge narrows toward the waist and divides into pointed sections that overlap the skirt. Across the back, the upper opening is bordered by a separate black section that descends from the collar into a pointed shape. Pale purple bands circle the upper arms, and black feather decorations spread outward beneath them in several overlapping points. The sleeves begin in white below the shoulders and change to black around the forearms, with narrow pale purple edges near the hands. One arm bends sharply upward, bringing the fingers beneath the chin, while the other extends down and slightly away from the body with the fingers gently curled. The soul gem is placed on the back of the lowered hand. A deep pink diamond sits at the center inside a dark border, and two thin lines rise above it, curve outward and turn inward at their ends. Its raised placement follows the rounded surface of the hand and gives the lowered arm a clear final detail. At the waist, the pointed lower sections of the white bodice overlap the pale purple skirt, with black edging marking the boundary between them. The skirt opens outward from the waist through several vertical folds, and each section becomes wider as it approaches the hem. A white frill runs around the lower edge, forming a repeated wave beneath the pale purple layer and remaining visible from the front, sides, and back. A purple ribbon is tied at the back of the waist. From the central knot, two long tails extend below the skirt and hang beside the legs. Each tail keeps a broad, straight shape before ending in a dark diamond section and a pointed black tip. The two tails sit at slightly different depths, so their edges remain separate instead of merging into one shape. One leg extends downward while the other bends at the knee and crosses in front of it. The bent lower leg moves diagonally across the figure before the foot turns outward, creating a clear contrast with the straighter line of the extended leg. The black leg design continues directly into the pointed shoes as one connected form. Along the outer side of the bent leg, a pale purple line creates a repeating chain of connected diamonds. The shapes are larger near the upper leg and gradually become smaller toward the ankle, guiding the eye from the skirt down to the outward pointing foot. The thighs narrow through the knees and calves before reaching the ankles, and the pointed feet finish the two leg lines at different angles. This figure is approximately 19 centimeters tall. That's about 7.5 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Homura Akemi by Banpresto stands out because this figure combines a quiet expression, her new magical girl outfit, flowing black hair, and a crossed leg pose that guides the eye naturally across the whole piece. Her face leaves a calm and restrained first impression. The purple eyes are directed toward the viewer. The upper eyelids sit slightly low and the mouth remains small, so the expression stays controlled rather than dramatic. The fine pink lines across the cheeks add a softer detail, while the fingers placed beneath the chin connect the expression directly with the pose. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs are divided into pointed sections across the forehead, and the longer side locks frame the cheeks from different angles. One thick lock crosses in front of the neck and chest, while the long sections at the back spread outward in several separate directions. The pale purple headband and narrow strips near the ear also create clear accents against the black hair. The upper body works well because each section of the new magical girl outfit remains easy to follow. The black collar and purple ribbon form the first focal point around the neck, and the gold ornament leads the eye down into the white bodice. The black trim clearly outlines the bodice, while the feather decorations overlap the pale purple bands around the upper arms. The sleeves change from white to black along the arms, and the soul gem gives the lowered hand a small but important detail. The lower body continues the same layered arrangement. The pointed sections of the bodice overlap the pale purple skirt, and the white frill creates a repeated wave around the hem. The long purple ribbon falls from the back of the waist, while the bent leg crosses in front of the extended leg. The connected diamond line follows the outer side of the bent leg, and the black leg design continues directly into the pointed shoes. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the face and raised hand through the chest ornament and skirt, and then down the crossing legs toward the outward pointing foot. The flowing hair and long back ribbon continue that movement behind the body and keep the full silhouette active from several angles. Because of that, fans of Puella Magi Madoka Magica or Homura Akemi will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like flowing hair, layered magical girl outfits, and dynamic crossed leg poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.